that's going to help them in preparing for Rigo, right? So there's that advantage too.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, who's ready for our main event? Let's go, making his way to the cage, Joshua.
Gotta give a big shout out to the big dog, our CEO and founder, Eric Mitchell, for putting together one hell of a card here today at Colorado Combat Club 27. And we have our second Many Men entrance today. We have the relentless Josh Mercado coming to us with a record of 3-1 in his professional career. Had an extensive amateur background as well in the process. It's been a little while since he's been in the cage. He was supposed to fight last month, and then that fell through. Nan was able to be booked into this opportunity here for Colorado Combat Club 27, taking on Xavier Vasquez.
Yeah, Josh Mercado, a gritty veteran. I want to say he was 7-3 as an amateur, 3-1 as a pro, so he has the experience advantage, a little bit of a wrestling background also. This will be X's toughest fight to date by far.
Absolutely. And in speaking with him before the fight, he said that basically it's on X to be able to take him down. And then he said, hey, like I'm thinking of it from a standpoint of, hey, he may find a fit in, he may find an entry, but I'm going to be able to work on getting myself back up to the feet and finding my way out in the process.
Definitely. With these high-level wrestlers, you got to think, right, like sometimes that takedown is just going to happen. You got to figure out how to get back up to your feet each time it does and not accept those positions.
Folks, make sure that you're following along with us on social media for those post-fight interviews. Those are on Colorado Combat Club Instagram page, collaborated with our man Clive Cody. That is Clive DC _.
Last call for alcohol, everybody. Last call.
Thanks. Making his way to the cage, Xavier Vasquez.
And Josh Mercado has said that yesterday at weigh-ins, he's here to spoil Christmas for Xavier Vasquez. He knows that he's coming into Xavier's footprint here, being in Colorado. Xavier from Northern Colorado, but does a lot of his training now here in the Denver area. Yeah. He's ready to play spoiler here today.
Yeah, man, and he had the Grinch socks and Grinch hat on at weigh-in, so he's playing the part right now.
Yeah, and we have a Grinch here in the crowd actually taking pictures with people. I saw him before the fights go over and ask, like, hey, man, can I get a picture with you too? So he's soaking up the experience, loving his time out here in Colorado. Has went and saw some of the sites, went and did the Royal Arch Trail, has went hiking at Garden of the Gods, a couple of the other spots around town. So glad to see that he's soaking up the experience as we have him out here for this main event fight at Colorado Combat Club 27. Made his way out here about 2 weeks ago to start getting acclimated to the altitude in the process. So have to appreciate the professional taking it seriously and going all the way through from start to finish here. Relatively short notice for him for the camp itself. He took it on, he said, about 5 weeks notice. But still, a kudos to him for being willing to make the trip all the way across country this close to the holidays, and gonna get after it today against a former D1 wrestler at University of Northern Colorado and Xavier Vasquez. A few other notable D1 wrestlers coming out of that UNC program here that are famous or well-known names on the MMA scene. You have a veteran of the Colorado Combat Club cage in Justin J. Train Gonzalez, our current flyweight amateur champion, Therius Robinson, and also that big dog that we got sitting over there cage side in our VIP section, Justin the Human Highlight Gaethje.
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool to see him here. He's out here to support his teammate X, who also trains with him at the Onyx Lab. So, you know, X is getting that good work in with high-level competitors.
Yeah, and I was talking with X yesterday, and he said that he's been bouncing around to a few different spots between Onyx Labs to his work with his cousin up there at Azteca in Greeley, or with some of the crew over at Genesis, doing stuff with guys like Chris Camozzi and the likes. Ran into one of my good buddies and OGs who I think he's one of the best in the world, you know, big brother to me, Dustin Jacoby. Ran into him getting some footwork drills in the other day. So X said that, you know what, I don't really care about this inner Colorado tribalism that sometimes happens. I'm here not to be the best in Colorado. I want to be the best guys, period.
Yeah.
So if that means working with guys from different camps, then so be it.
Yeah. Fun fact, the winner of this fight, I will be signing and working as their agent moving forward after this fight also. So excited to be working with these gentlemen.
Fun little factoid there for Nightmare Management, huh?
And as you can see, you got Chris Camozzi in the corner of Xavier Vasquez, along with his cousin and boxing coach, AJ Vasquez. And then you have UFC veteran Justin Salas also. That's a star-studded corner right there.
Oh, yeah, a lot of experience over there.
All the way from Florida, ladies and gentlemen, I give to Joshua, the relentless Mercado! And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, he stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in at a ready 184.7 pounds. He comes to us with a professional record of 1 win and no losses. He represents Azteca Boxing from Greeley, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to Xavier Vasquez!
Strong pop from the crowd for Xavier.
I mean, to be expected. You're the main event here. And he spoke about that too, that he wanted to have a strong show of his crowd here because his goal, again, is not just to be the best in Colorado. He doesn't anticipate himself being here on the regional scene for all too long. He wants to go on to bigger, brighter platforms out there. This is the first step in that direction with a very tough test in Josh Mercado.
Definitely.
Josh Mercado, I mean, he hasn't skipped any strength and conditioning days, that's for damn sure. This guy's ready to bang.
For sure. Oh man, I'm excited for this one. Both guys pretty big. I mean, X looks thick, so does Josh. Feeling each other out here.
I do like, though, what I'm seeing from Josh in the process. We've seen him feint an uppercut, also feint a knee up the middle in the process. Knowing that Xavier is that strong of a wrestler, show those things up the middle and make him have to honor it.
Yeah, at least give him the idea of, hey, dude, you know, if you're going to shoot in kind of recklessly, you might run into one of these knees. Or
But
this uppercut.
X is marching him down, getting his back up close to against the fence.
There's the shot. Beautiful defense by Mercado. And this is what he talked about.
A knee right in the nuts. Yo, it's the holiday time. What do they call that famous musical? The Nutcracker.
I didn't see the blow, but
Oh yeah, it was right up the uprights.
yeah, that'll do it. Good job stuffing that first takedown by Mercado. He needs to take his time and make sure he recovers properly from that.
Yeah, I mean, certainly not the way that you want to start the fight off.
No, it was just getting going too.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 5 minutes to work through it. I would take as much time as possible.
Yeah, man, because some of those are bad. And that can change the whole landscape of the fight also. Good check. Oof.
It's stuff so far, but that drag and dump for the single leg from Xavier. Mercado works his way back up to his feet.
Great job wrestling up and stuffing takedowns.
Hey, Mercado's a dog in his own right.
Yeah.
And he mentioned when I talked to him, he said, hey, like PD3, he's wrestling Yoel Romero today at Real American Freestyle. I've spent some time in the room with Yoel. Or excuse me, with Pat Downey.
Pat Downey, yeah. I was going to say, I heard that also. I didn't hear the Yoel.
Yeah, no, I misspoke with Pat Downey with PD3.
You know, that's some significant experience and work for him leading up to a fight like this. And we knew that this was going to be X's hardest fight. Now, Mercado's been in some hard fights already. You know, he's got 14, I believe, fights total between amateur and pro. This being his 15th.
Good use of the fence right now by X in the process. Looking to potentially get a crotch lift or going for a single leg here.
Looks like he's got his hands wrapped on a single. Mercado doing an excellent job.
Quick with the leg wizard, then able to get weight back down on his foot. But head position right now is really key for Xavier to keep this positioning up against the fence. Short shots up against the wall.
Xavier obviously trying to wear Mercado down and however he can. Ooh, nice
elbow right there.
You know, Mercado did come out here 10 days before the fight. But, I mean, you know how it is. This high elevation coming up from sea level is going to play a factor in the late rounds.
Certainly. And especially in these wrestling tie-ups and positions, this is something that Xavier has done his entire life.
Yeah, he's not going to get tired here. It looks like Mercado landed something to the left eye of Xavier.
It might have been that short elbow.
Okay.
I can't tell what cut him open, though.
Yeah.
It looks like a little bit of blood anyway. I don't know if it's a big split or just a little scratch.
But Xavier doing a good job getting the takedowns, but Josh just right back up to his feet, and exactly what he said he was going to do.
Another knee close to the gonads, but finding the inside of the thigh.
I think the question is going to be who can do this longer. Can Josh stuff takedowns and fight off the fence for 15 minutes? Or oh, there's that elbow again. He's doing good with those short shots, nice knees to the body.
Yeah, and positionally, Xavier's winning the rounds here. Oh, nice little short up elbow from Xavier in that clinch exchange. But, I mean, you would like to see him start to open up a little bit here.
Yeah.
But he's winning.
Yeah, he's winning. How he can for now, and but Mercado's doing a good job landing short little sneaky elbows, knees, clubbing punches. There's X with a nice body knee. It's going to be interesting to see how Mercado looks here in the second round.
It was a little bit of a frustrated look on his face as he was walking back to the corner, but
yeah, I mean, that's a frustrating style to fight, right? He's holding you up on the cage and you just can't get separation.
And with X being a little bit shorter in the process with strong hips and a lower body base underneath him, he's just working essentially like a tripod situation up against the fence by using his feet planted in the canvas, pressing Mercado up against the chain link. Just makes it a little tough.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see X use his striking a little more this round.
He started to open up about that last 30 seconds. I'd like to see a little bit more action, but then again, some of that is maybe just some of our are you not entertained sort of bloodlust as fight fans.
We've had 15 crazy fights. I mean, we want another one.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's totally it. Had barn burners left and right, crazy finishes.
That's what I want to see at
some
least.
Some bloodbaths, some knockouts.
Mercado's going to have to stay off this cage.
Exactly. I was about to say the same thing. He's got to work back to that center position. But doing some work on the lead leg, that's certainly going to help his efforts in the process. But X is starting to march him down again. Just misses on that big left hand.
Yeah. And we're back into that fight.
Great defensive work, though, off of the wall to not get taken down to the canvas by Mercado in the process.
And nobody has
Mercado
been
tried
able.
for his own takedown right there.
Yeah, there he goes. He's off. It's X has puts a ton of pressure on his guys, even in sparring. Right, you see him. He puts a lot of pressure, a lot of movement. He's got a good gas tank.
Big right hand. Xavier has him hurt. Xavier has him hurt. Xavier's starting to unload. Xavier's trying to find a finish here by TKO in the process. Mercado is face down. TKO! Xavier Vasquez wins by technical knockout here at Colorado Combat Club 27.
What a fight, what a performance by Xavier Vasquez.
Huge performance with that TKO victory here in the second round.
Now moving to 2-0 as a professional.
Well, it looks like you found your new client.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta love it. A little bit of showmanship from Xavier Vasquez after picking up that big victory here just ahead of the holidays. He throws his name in the hat for that Spartan Plumbing bonus too as well.
Definitely, we got to figure that out right now.
Going over there and getting some words of encouragement and love from Luke Cladillo.
I didn't see the punch that hurt Josh initially, but something staggered him, and then Xavier was all over him. He didn't let him recover.
I believe it was the right. It happened so quickly, though, and with Xavier's back to us, it was kind of hard to see.
Yeah. The way Xavier leaned on Josh that first round, and then in the little bit of that second round, I feel like that wore him down a little bit.
Oh, 100%. The fatigue was absolutely a factor in the process.
And when you factor in elevation on top of that, right?
Well, and then once you get cracked, what's one of the first things that goes?
Yeah, no, definitely.
And now for our official decision.
Referee Oscar Martini steps in 1 minute and 5 seconds of the second round, declaring your winner via TKO Xavier Vasquez!
And congratulations to Xavier Vasquez picking up that victory here today